gold. Jonesy to Amanda's Jam Nation.
If Western Australia secedes, as this 400-page manifesto is asking Western Australia to do, so does that mean that we don't allow people from Western Australia to listen to us, block your ears?
No, well, we've just broken into there. This is a big deal for me. My formative radio years was spent broadcasting to the northwest of Western Australia. And
well, it may all have to end.
I don't want it to end.
If they want to secede, they can't cherry pick which bits.
You know who who's moved back, and he came from Western Australia, an entertainer. He's a good friend of the show.
Who's that?
Rove McManus.
Is he back living in Western Australia?
He moved back to Perth.
Surely he wouldn't want to secede.
Well, we should get his take on this. What time is it over there now? Can you do the math?
No.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Can you take the STD bar off the phone?
Okay.
04 4321 744.
No, that's my number.
3.
New phone, who dis?
What are you wearing?
Oh, I am wearing my presidential robe. State of Australia.
Right, stop carrying on like a fool. It's Jonesy and Amanda Rove.
What? What is happening?
This is the thing. We're finding out that Western Australia once again wants to secede, wants to be its own country. We've asked a number of our listeners who don't seem to be thrilled by it, but there's a big movement for this. Where you, as a West Australian, how do you feel?
Well, Amanda, firstly, I have to correct you. I'm not just a West Australian. I am a Perthonality, as we like to call it.
Did you say a Perthonality?
A Perth, Perth anality.
Yes.
So we have created our own terminology for celebrities on the West Coast. If you live in South Australia, if you live in the Northern Territory, you are considered the Eastern States to us. That's how it's been for a very long time.
Well, the manifesto that's been written to lay out how all this is going to happen has said that the East is like an abusive husband to Western Australia, and we want. Is that how it feels? Or do you feel hard done by?
Well, I certainly feel hard done by when it comes to my AFL team having to travel almost every week when there are Victorian teams, for example, that for them an away game is having to drive 2 blocks away from their regular home stadium to the other home stadium that is in their city of choice. So yes, it feels very abusive.
You have someone that, you are like, I look at you, you're like a giant open cut mine. And we got you over to the eastern seaboard and you did well. And now you've gone.
This is how you repay us, Rove.
Is this what you do to us?
Well, look, much like an open cut mine, you have stripped me many times, Brendan Jones, in the past. And I now have quite the gorge.
Well, you look at it, there's baby John Burgess.
Yeah, that's
West
right.
Australia. Gary Shannon from 96 FM. Like when I worked over in Western Australia or 6KA Karratha, you aspired to be like Gary Shannon.
Sorry.
He couldn't walk the streets.
Gary Shannon, Lionel York, Burjo, all the great.
Let me throw in a Rose Hancock.
Yeah, Rose Hand. What about?
Please do.
What
Absolutely.
about Bodica's Bunch?
Bodica's Bunch. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful names. We just lost one of our greats, Dennis Cometti.
Dennis Cometti.
That was very sad.
Who have come from Western Australia. And if there's one thing we learned during COVID is that we still don't know what COVID is. We were the land that COVID forgot. The border closed, and it was one of the biggest backyards that anyone could wish to play in. So,
I remember when I worked over there, and our television was the Golden West Network, and when they do the weather, it was just the Western Australian map. There was no other part.
Still bigger than Europe.
This was 1990.
There was up until very recently a version of the Footy Show in Western Australia that was just for the 2 West Australian teams. We've got an NRL team now. We just had the Matildas play. We've got a beautiful big stadium.
Yes, you
Check
do.
that out.
It's true. Ben Cousins is on the straight and narrow. It's all good.
He's all clean now.
Yeah.
Great.
Such is life.
I mean, sure, he might regret the belly tattoo, but apart from that.
You know what? That's kept him in top-notch condition because I remember when he got that tattoo and I thought, that's not going to age well. But I saw a picture of him with his shirt off recently and I thought, that rig still stands up.
If you commit to a tattoo like that, you are committing to going to the gym every day for the rest of your life, absolutely.
Ask Manda about the fruit bat on a tramp stamp.
Is this the one at the front or the back? I'm confused.
A fruit butt, though.
That's even worse.
I think it was supposed to be a butterfly. Back to your gorge. Anyway, Rove, thank you for joining us. And your shows, can we plug something for you? Or is there anything we can do for you?
No, I have no need. Do you know why? Because my run in Western Australia has finished, so therefore it's irrelevant from now on.
Well, maybe you're not allowed out. Maybe it goes both ways.
Look, this ankle bracelet will go off when I think.
You'll be the king of the WAxit.
Until then, I'm still Western Australia's greatest personality. And once I learn how to say it properly, I'll be good as gold.
Good.
Well, thank you for talking
Thank you,
to
Rove.
us.
Thank you, my loyal subjects.
Thank you.
My liege. Tin Hat Tuesday is coming up next on Gold.